Oh, we're on?
Yep, you're on.
Oh,
you hit it.
Am I too? Am I here too?
Oh, hello.
Oh, there you go.
Am I close enough?
Hey, you got like
are.
as black and as near. Ooh, nice birthday, buddy. We're gonna get letters on that one right there. Ooh.
Forget the hand.
Welcome to As the Rotor Turns. Perfect timing on
That
the
was
shots.
pretty
You're
impressive.
on cord. See your cord.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah. Bring them
Thank
on
you,
in.
buddy.
So we're gonna call him not Jamie.
Matt Damon.
Okay.
Uh,
There's 5 you guys ordered. Do you want one?
no, we're good. Yeah.
Well,
So
it has
as,
been 15 minutes. since
yeah.
There's
we
a
need
man
to-
with a little dog.
Oh yeah. Hello, little puppy. So hey, welcome everybody to
Hi.
As the
Hi.
Rotor Turns. This is our show. We haven't been on in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
That we've recorded.
Right.
Or been
last
on
week
live.
you
Yeah.
went somewhere else.
Yeah, last week we were on Aaron's podcast.
Yep.
Me and Trish. We talked a lot about what have yous and whatnots
Yes.
and stuff.
So on and so forth.
Yeah, so like always, we got to start with this disclaimer. This is my opinion, Carlos, not the opinion of the rescue company one. It's definitely not the opinion of anybody that houses us, gives us work, that employs the rescue company one, or anybody that employs individuals with the rescue company. That's not their opinion.
No.
It's also the opinion of Dr. Benjamin Abel, but he is not telling you to go do stupid shit. So, and he is handsome and Jewish. So
He can afford it.
yes, he cannot. I know he can't. So let's not say that. And is the opinion of a few people around the table. Hey, everybody!
Hi.
And Hey.
This new microphone thing is very awkward.
yeah, I know it's in near your mouth.
Yeah.
And
Let's
then
see.
hey, baby,
I'm feeling
Hey.
very.
it's your opinion.
Yeah,
Love
it sure is.
Trish had something near her mouth like that earlier today. She did a good job. And then there's
It's black,
the hippo
yellow.
who is he's a cranky hippo right now.
Oh man.
We're gonna get
You know
him.
what? That's what like 648s in a row, dude.
Well, how
Oh my
many
gosh.
how many dicks did you suck on those?
None.
Who won? Who won?
Mhm.
I'm a winner.
Who won? There you
I'm
go.
a wiener.
And then there's Brayley's here today.
Hey,
Hey,
He's been-
Brayley.
hey,
how are you?
Mike Brayley, he's been around the podcast a couple times actually. So
Yeah.
he's actually like a special guest today.
Yeah,
They didn't know he was coming.
special. There's.
So but yeah,
I was here for the shots.
yeah, it's been a bit since we've been together here, and then we're back at the Johnny's other side,
We are.
which is our home away from home. We haven't. It isn't that we haven't been here. We just haven't been recording here.
Right.
We've been here. We were here
A couple
earlier
hours
today.
ago.
Yeah. Saw
Still
Jamie.
spend plenty of time.
Jamie was looking delicious earlier today.
I'm a little sad she's not still here.
Yeah. Well, is she going home already?
I haven't seen her since I got here.
Yeah, I haven't seen her at all.
She may be busy. And so, but a lot of things been going on. It's been busy last month, man. Like we took a breath of relief. The last couple of weeks, I've been trying to catch up on all kinds of shit. So I'm pretty happy that we're back today recording because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of news updates.
There is a lot going on in the world.
And I want to right now we have the Bill Shear ALS competition.
Yeah.
Registration is open.
Woo!
That is what dates, baby?
July 14th and 15th.
Yep, July 14th and 15th. We're taking 25 teams,
24.
24 teams. And I have a special guest that's going to be there on the first day that nobody even knows that this person is coming. And I am going to announce it right now.
Did that dog just take a shit on the floor?
I have no idea. Did a dog shit on the floor here?
I don't see it.
whoa. Whoa.
Easy there, right here, buddy.
Yeah, where it is. Oh, what happened? Oh, check. So-
he's already cut off.
So listen, let's
Are we doing this shot?
we're gonna do a shot, but let me announce this person that's coming.
Oh,
Yes.
Today we got a phone call from the peoples of the peoples, and Carol Baskin will be coming to the Bill Shear
What?
ALS competition.
Oh, yeah.
To
awesome.
answer questions. We're gonna have a what haves yous and whatnots. We can ask her what she's
I
here.
can't wait.
So I am doing
Is she
a
gonna
shot
bring a tiger?
to. There may be a tiger at the.
I'm gonna need
That's-
to see a tiger.
Yes.
Amazing.
Well, we will talk to Carol's people. So,
All right.
so this shot.
Cheers.
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 I'm stealing this.
Yeah. And the boss man's here. Look at him right there, looking good. So Carol's coming to the competition. So for the first time in the history of the Bill Shear ALS BLS competition, international competition,
Yes.
it is going to be no sequestering. This is not
Oh,
going
that's nice.
no hotel scenarios.
No.
This is all going to be multiple locations. The birthday buddy was trying to kill me when she had to figure out the rotations yesterday.
Oh man, like I had to do math and everything.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of math involved.
What?
We had like
Fantastic. Thank you.
coefficients and equations.
We're gonna do that again.
yeah.
It was ridiculous. Like,
What?
I
What?
was down to like the seconds.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was losing her mind.
And I'm like, the first person that messes this up when I get done with it, I'm done. Keep Trish away from me. Because she'll be the one that messes it up.
Yeah.
It won't be me.
So this is going to be great. It's
It
great.
is.
A lot of people think we're crazy with 24 teams to do, multiple locations. And it's a lot of locations.
It is, but they're all doable.
It's going to be fucking awesome. We have a special
It is.
location that we cannot announce yet till we get it confirmed, but it's going to
Yeah.
be historic and fucking badass when we do
I
it.
also
almost-
think that you shouldn't
I almost
announce
feel
it
like-
until
It's official.
day of competition.
Yeah, I think it should be a surprise
I think it
location.
should be a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'll consider
We'll
it.
talk to our social media lady.
I'll consider it and stuff. So, listen now, this is going to be a big deal. It's a big deal for me to be part of running, helping this create. But, there's a lot of like miscommunication on that. We're helping the committee
Yes.
logistically
Mhm.
with the competition. But, it's just an honor to be part of it.
Yeah.
As long as this been around and
It's a little confusing for somebody like me.
yes.
Like
Yes.
the first competition I ever even saw
Mhm.
was like a month ago.
Fire East.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, because we weren't allowed to watch.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I guess we saw the one,
Yeah.
but like a full competition to see like
That
how
we
the whole thing
participated in?
actually works was the one we just went to in Palm Beach.
Yeah.
It was the first time I've
that's a
ever
good
seen
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yep. And today, like we had some practice at the MLRC, me and my team from Miramar that competing with Braxton College, and there's going to be an ass kicking handed to some people in a couple.
I can't wait.
The hippo is a guy that he's a guy comes into the competition world drafted into the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything, and I'm getting a ring.
Yeah, you're getting rings.
That's all I care
Oh,
about.
we're
I just want a ring.
Hey, we're getting rings.
Yeah,
we're going
that's all-
rings.
that's all I care
Yeah,
about.
absolutely. When we get the Florida Cup, you're getting a Florida Cup ring.
Yeah.
It's going to
That
be
would
fucking
be-
awesome.
That would be great.
And we're getting special editions Air Force Ones,
Yes.
sponsored by the main sponsor of these of the Rest Company One, Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Yes.
Yeah, PBR.
Canadian
They're
version.
sponsoring us
Yeah.
now.
Well, they are. They don't know that they are, but
Yeah.
they are sponsoring.
If you drink it enough, they will.
We would like.
You know,
we
They're
would like
just
for them. to.
sponsoring the shoes.
I don't even know what
Something
year
tells
your
me they
cans.
really are.
I don't know what year your can says. over there, but
Let's
mine-
see. It's 1844.
Oh, that's the year.
Yep. That was the year they.
That's the year God struck Wisconsin with greatness.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Milwaukee. Yeah, absolutely. And so we have a lot of things going on. We have classes coming up, don't we? But that pays
We
the
do.
bills. So let's talk about some of those classes.
A lot of classes.
What do we have? Tell the people. Anybody?
We have air medical coming up the last week of June,
Yes.
June 27th,
Sure.
Yes.
Right.
the last Monday of June, going till July 2nd
Yes.
That is
in
that is
Orlando.
when air medical starts.
We are very excited about that.
Yep.
Yeah, and we have the exam being hosted for
Yes.
the last air medical class. I want to talk a little bit about that.
We are hosting a 2-day refresher course for the exam and then day 3 is the actual exam itself.
Yep.
So the 2 days is June 8th and 9th.
June 8th and 9th, and the exam is the 10th.
yes.
Right. So if you want a FPC review, we are doing it June 8th and 9th.
And it's
Yes.
and the review is good for like CFRN,
Absolutely.
CEN,
Yep.
CTRN.
Yeah.
GCRN.
And we can, if
Yeah.
you
What
decide
about
to
like
come through-
CEUs?
Yeah, you can get some CEUs for that.
All right.
If you
Yeah.
decide to come to the class, we can probably get you a discount on the test.
Yeah, we get you a voucher.
We can get you a voucher.
Big discount.
Nice.
Yeah, big discount voucher to try to
If
get
it's any of the BCEN, it's almost like half price.
yeah, absolutely.
And if we're too quick for you guys, as the rotor turns, is the podcast, and the Rescue Company 1 is the website.
Yes.
The RescueCompany1.com.
There
You
you
can
bring
find
that
out,
up. Yep.
find
Yep.
out all your stuff there.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jason works hard on the website.
Yeah.
And then there's a gremlin that comes behind and erases work that gets done on the website.
Gotta stop feeding it.
Yeah. So
We're getting it wet.
the NDOC coming up too.
Mhm, July
Oh, yeah.
21st.
July 21st. Like, we need to start getting the people that want to be part of this NDOC to
Yes.
actually get in there because it's going to get full
Yeah.
quickly. And as you sign up, you get information of things to prepare. The earlier you sign up, the more
Yes.
prepared you're going to be when it comes to the NDOC day.
We've spoken to a few people coming from pretty far away. One
Yeah.
guy from Canada, another one in Alaska.
Alaska.
Wow.
Canada, eh?
They can't
Yeah.
even swim yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Yeah. So,
He
not warm
can't.
enough.
He told us that.
oh, yes.
The dude from
Uh,
Alaska can
Somebody,
swim?
No, the Canadian guy.
somebody called and they're like, they can't swim. I was like, that would be something you want to work on before
Yeah.
you show up
Yeah.
here that day.
Absolutely.
Bring
Yeah.
your Canadian paps. We'll pass you.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
And some poutine. They got up there in Canada, it's something called poutine.
They have
Is that like
restaurants
protein?
that have that here.
No,
Oh,
well,
they have poutine
well,
over here?
Yeah.
And I don't mean poutine, like
Oh.
what would we call them from that?
Yeah,
but,
it's not?
but
I don't even know
poutine.
what that is.
It's
Pro-
French
protein.
fries with cheese curds and
And
gravy.
gravy.
And gravy on it.
Oh, that sounds like mushy.
It's delicious, is what it is.
pops.
I had poutine while I was looking at poutine at the valet in Canada,
Oh,
which is
Yeah.
valet is Splash with Titty Bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Gotcha.
Everything in Canada when it comes to like debauchery is better. Like
Better names.
Well, it's just got like you don't just get half snatch over there; you get full snatch in your face. Like there's hair in your food. That's how close thing people are.
Mm.
And then the Pabst Blue Ribbon has got more alcohol over there.
That's the one I want.
Yeah, that 1844 still
Yeah.
made at the same time. Just our laws are a little bit different over here, but
We-
the good people of Canada have have Pabst at its purest form.
Keep them warm.
Yeah.
We need
So-
it stronger.
But so that's some pretty cool shit. So we have that class. The community paramedic thing is going to be getting announced here pretty soon,
Yes.
and that's going to be a huge thing. And I think what I wanted to talk about the air medical class is that the earlier you sign up, the more prepared you feel while you're in the class.
Right. I think a lot of people might not understand that.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes along with preparing for the class. Like the class is 6 days long.
Yeah.
However, it's cram packed full
Yeah.
of information.
Yeah, basically it's 80 hours worth of info that I'm giving you in 40 hours here. But
Right.
if you sign up earlier, then you're part of the actual like virtual online class, and you're getting like 40 hours of class before you show up,
Right.
Yeah.
and you're gonna feel more prepared and more ready to go when you're there. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's extremely important that we actually get people signed up earlier. It's not that we're trying to get your money earlier, but it does help also with the count of people that are
Right.
coming and stuff
Right.
like that.
There's a lot that goes
Oh,
along.
yeah. There's a
yeah,
lot of
planning.
planning that goes
Yeah.
into that because we do
Yeah.
provide lunch every day.
Yeah.
That takes some
Thank
serious
you. It's
planning.
delicious.
and
Two.
breakfast
Yeah.
And breakfast.
Yeah.
and
PBR.
snacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hit
Oh.
the snack section
Yeah.
of Sam's this class.
Oh yeah, you did good.
Snack.
Yeah, I got little peanut butter treats.
Yes.
Yeah, I like those. Those are good. They got some with like like a salty cracker too with a peanut butter on it.
Mhm.
If you can find those are delicious.
Okay.
Hey, look
I'm
who's
working on it.
look who's saying hi.
Who's that? Can't see.
Heather's saying hi.
Oh,
Heather.
Heather from Air Care, Heather.
No,
No.
she's
Oh.
my soul sister, Heather. You met her.
Oh,
She
yeah?
was here for Jason's party.
Oh,
She was the
Nice.
very tall lady, about Trish size.
oh no shit.
And they're
does your nails?
yeah,
Yep.
and they're
Very nice.
very similar in personality.
Oh well, hello Heather.
Uh-oh.
It's like another Trish all over.
What is Heather stands on mustache
Sure.
rides? Trish loves mustache rides.
Oh yes,
yeah. All right.
loves them.
November is our month.
She's always up for a good time.
All right. Well, welcome back, Heather. Oh man, hey, we got Mike Bray. We haven't introduced yourself to people there, Mike.
Michael Brayley.
Michael
Oh,
Bray.
all right.
Michael motherfucking Brayley.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Brayley goes back. We go back to like seeing each other at ORMC, on transports.
Oh yeah,
You know,
exhausted.
yeah. And Brayley always had like some weird question he would ask me when there. And I'm like, I don't know, like.
I'm sorry about your dick. I just was wondering.
And Manny loved Brayley, Big Manolo,
Yes,
and he would always hug Brayley and stuff. It's funny as shit. But
felt like a little boy.
Brayley's an onion. There's a lot of layers to you, man. So we're gonna get to you, but people wonder who the fuck are the weird people on the thing. And then we have Tabitha. She's back. Everybody knows Tabitha.
Hi, it's been so long.
Get right up on the microphone.
How's it going?
There you go.
peeps?
Robbie just turned the show up.
I've missed y'all. I really have. I thought you guys didn't want me back.
Well, it's not us. It's not us. We
I
missed
know it's the people.
Yeah. No. Just one person. Nah, just kidding.
Check your
So,
check your email. I just sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent you
Now I'm wondering,
nah.
Mr. Macchiato.
Yeah. I missed you,
Mocha. or-
Buds. How you
I
been?
love you.
How you
I'm
been?
well. I'm well.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yes.
I do want to just say thank you for y'all's donation when I was going through a hard time
Oh man, don't even mention
with
it.
my
Oh.
brother.
Don't even mention it.
And it means a lot, and it actually helped out because obviously
Yeah, he passed
I
on.
had to take care of other situations after his passing. So I really do appreciate you guys
Not mentioning it. You're
and
part of the
everything
family.
you did.
Part of the family. So we,
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier.
Oh, I bet it does. It
But
does.
yes, thank you to you guys for everything you did. It was awesome. So
Yeah, we
I
appreciate,
appreciate
you.
you. And wow, it's loud behind me. But thank you for everything, and I'm glad to be back and saying hi.
Hello. So, Trish had the best word. I've been so excited about this podcast today.
Oh,
because
we get a word.
We get a word that
We haven't
we
done
got
a word in a
yesterday.
while.
Ooh, word of the day.
Oh yes. And Trish still messing around with things. So we'll come
She's
back.
so aggressive.
We'll come back to Trish's word of the day. Here
What's
in a
the word
sec.
of the day? Can we use it in a sentence?
She will.
That's
She
a good
will.
one. Hey,
Yeah,
Bobby G
Yeah.
says that he'll. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's the guy.
Poutine.
Yeah.
That's the
What is that?
Canadian guy that can't swim.
Is it really
What is
him?
it?
I don't think
Yeah.
you want to say
Yeah.
he can't swim on TV.
It is
Well,
Milwaukee milkshake.
He told us
Oh.
though.
Word of the day is
Okay.
Milwaukee.
And he said, haha, I'll bring poutine and Canadian liquor,
Yes.
but
Yeah,
that'll
yeah.
be
You-
next July's end.
Yeah.
you better bring it.
Yeah. Hey, so
We can't wait.
yeah.
I
So
guess I'm from Milwaukee milkshake.
have you given a Milwaukee milkshake before?
No, but my Milwaukee milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, I've seen them bring it out to a parking lot.
And what happened?
Oh man. So Milwaukee milkshake is the word of the day today. Jason, what do you think? I know what it is, so I can't be part of the game today. So what do you think?
Oh, you already know.
Oh,
Okay.
I know. We were watching a thing where
He's been very excited about this all day.
oh yeah. So Jason,
Well, I would say that it has something to do with beer. Maybe shaking a beer up at the same time that you got it.
do
Is it
you
good? Okay.
do you try to just be wrong as you can?
I do.
Is it just
I
with
mean,
effort?
I could be
Is this
more
effortless?
wrong. Yeah, I could be more wrong, but I try
Heather
not.
commented and said milkshakes and mustache rides. Woohoo!
Yes.
Yeah.
Heather sounds like somebody that's provided a Milwaukee milkshake before.
Oh.
So what do you think
Maybe-
it is, birthday buddy?
Maybe 2 or 3.
If Heather provided it, it's probably way over my head.
Literally.
Yeah. I don't got nothing.
Brayley, you got to guess what a Milwaukee milkshake is?
Yeah, but
Cheese
I
on it?
can't really say it.
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. You can say it.
Like what?
You can say it.
Everybody. Okay.
Yeah. You can
No
say it.
one will.
So you
like
can say
me.
ball cocks.
No, I'm just saying Milwaukee.
I like it.
Oh,
You know. So I mean,
the good people in Milwaukee actually don't listen to us, which is why we're not sponsored yet by Pabst.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Listen, when they sponsor us, we'll watch
Yeah.
what we say.
when you're
But
ready
until
to
then,
nut, you throw goat cheese in her face,
oh,
and then
Oh.
you shake it up, and then you pound a beer.
I believe that's called a Peter North. When you throw ropes at
North.
somebody.
I forgot it.
Let's call it
It's goat
Milwaukee.
cheese?
Yeah, baby. What Tabitha, you got a guess of what it is? Milwaukee
get
milkshake.
up there on that mic.
Tabitha's thinking. Brains are
Milkshake made with curdled cheese.
Sure isn't.
Ew.
Sure isn't.
and
What is it, baby?
yeah, grows.
Goats.
Right.
So
Here we go.
tell everybody, babe, what it is.
It's the act of breastfeeding your child or partner while taking a shit on the toilet.
Ew.
Milwaukee milkshake.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Which reminds me of another.
Thank you, Kyle.
Kyle, too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle's gonna
Kyle's
get
That's
it.
fired.
the first. If you look on Urban Dictionary, that's the first definition, but the second one
It's the worst.
is breastfeeding your child or partner while taking a shit.
It's
Gotcha.
but you're
All right.
because you got two boobs. You got two taps.
Yeah.
You get it?
Is that like Dirty Sanchez almost?
Double tap.
Well, Dirty Sanchez is definitely not even close, but it's it's there. Or a Blumpkin. I would say it's
A
more like a
Blumpkin?
Blumpkin. Yeah, where
Yeah.
you're getting a blowjob while taking a shit. That's a good woman right there.
Never heard of a Blumpkin.
Yeah,
Thank you. I learned something new today.
Every day. Every
No,
day.
thank
I
you.
like it.
Every day.
So,
so-
what's on our agenda
Oh,
for?
man,
this
dude, we
evening.
have a bunch of shit. We got to play catch up.
Yes.
That's what we're doing today.
We have a lot of catch up.
But I have a great topic to talk about today. That we can tackle it right now if you like. We can wait. You
Do
know-
it.
Oh, so
I don't know what it is. So
I don't either, but I can't handle
Oh.
the suspense.
so I've always wanted to talk about this and like see how people feel about different stuff, and the audience out there may have different stuff to beliefs and stuff on it. So this would be great. But Jehovah's
Yeah,
Witnesses.
You know. Yes, I do know.
Yes, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes.
So
I
like
get those confused
yeah,
with like Mormons and
oh yeah,
Latter-day Saints or something.
yeah, J Dubs is what we call them. But so we've obviously beat up Scientology on this show quite a bit.
Yes.
We
What do you mean?
I don't think we've beat them up. We just talked about the people, And then my friend, she doesn't even know we're friends, but I love her show, Leah Remedy.
I do love her show.
She is awesome.
It
and-
scared the fuck out of me.
And I liked her in Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Like way back. You remember she broke up Zach and Kelly
oh,
and
that
Saved by the Bell.
bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was cool as shit.
No, I don't.
That was good.
So anyways, like I've liked her ever
Then
since,
I had a shot
and Kings of Queens.
with Zach.
I liked her.
I liked that show.
Yep. And then she been a Scientologist her whole life. And then she, got out of this shit and started talking shit, which is awesome
Mhm.
because I like gossip. And damn, she started tearing it up. So now after she's beat those bastards up, now she's moved on to having different oppressed people that felt they were oppressed by their religion. And I'm watching this whole thing on Jehovah's Witnesses. And I guess I've never put them together up there with the Scientology people with like the weirdness of the rules, other than the few medical exposures that we've had, which I think bears to talk about here right now on the show.
Bears to talk about.
Yeah. So I was informed the other day that somebody has insider knowledge of this
Oh yeah.
religion.
Who could that be?
Yeah. So the hippo is a J. Do you consider yourself a Jehovah's Witness, or
No, because I don't want to.
are you disfellowshipped as currently as we talk about? You see, I did some research. I
You
know,
did.
I knew some
You
fucking
did.
language.
He did
buddy.
a lot.
I know some language.
I don't know. I mean, it's been so long. It's like probably back when I was in high school was kind of when I was in the midst of it all. So that was my it's been a while ago.
So like our exposure to them in the world that we live in is it's the different like medical situations, the different things that they don't want to take
Right.
take in. And let me start off by saying I am a full supporter of people believing whatever they want to believe in.
Of course.
I think our country was founded on that. Like people came from other countries so they could express their religious freedoms here.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely, and they can I don't know,
Identify as anything they want.
yeah, I'm bathing, drink Jello, and call God by Zoltan, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? So I definitely support that, but I do like to talk about the differences and things. And like
Yeah.
that, and know that. So I think Trish has some interesting points to make on this. And well, I don't know if you do. No. Oh, good.
Which one is the
We'll be
one that
back.
only 144,000 people get
That's
to go
it.
have-
That's it. That's a J.
See, if I was picking one, I didn't really have a shot on that.
Oh yeah, you
like,
out.
I'm like fucked. Like, oh,
Yeah. Speaking about shot,
billions.
shots, everybody.
There we go.
I drank.
Oh, these are still.
Oh,
they're going
man.
down.
Where's the little guy with tight pants? Let's bring another.
Yeah, not Jamie. That's what I'm calling.
Yeah,
Not
not
Jamie.
Jamie.
Not Jamie.
Not Jamie. Not
Not,
Jamie.
not doing
So,
us.
Jason,
a favor.
so
Yes.
here we are.
We're here.
You're in a massive auto accident.
And a guy got shot in the chest by a firework.
Yes.
Oh no.
Any
Wait,
update
is
on
that
that
a
guy?
What are you
nickname?
gonna do
Any
next?
update on that guy? How's he doing?
I don't. I mean,
Last time we left off, basically, we figured out that it wasn't something sticking out of his chest; it was something in his pants.
Yeah.
And,
a big rod.
yeah, big
There was
rod.
a big rod in
Yeah,
his pants.
and the firework incident was a day before.
No, the arrow to his head was the day before.
Arrow to the head was the day before.
we can have her call in.
Show us your boobs.
Just showing boobies.
Yeah, Brayley.
Oh, yeah.
I fell in love again. No,
Oh, yeah.
we're not getting it.
So,
All right.
anyway, so there you are. And,
There I
and this guy, was he a Jehovah's Witness? Do you know if he was?
I would think not. He was.
Did you check his card?
I did not. I didn't check his card, but I do know that he was just recently released from being incarcerated.
Oh,
So
Oh.
that leads me to believe that that's probably not.
what was
What
his
happened?
crime?
He is not a
what
virgin.
happened with him?
I don't know. I was worried about the firework to the chest.
I
at
didn't
the
know
time.
that they had cards.
Oh yeah, like a
Yeah.
prison ID. Yeah.
No,
Like-
no.
He had like a.
No, the J Dubs. I didn't even know they had cards.
Oh yeah, there's blood cards. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
what cards?
They have a card
No-
that says
no
no
blood.
blood, no blood,
No
on it.
blood.
Oh, I was
Oh.
just kidding when I said that.
No, they actually do.
Like Colton will have one. My son will have one because
he
he's
a-
Indian.
Oh, what's that?
What does that have to do with it?
They get cards. Like there's a
That's-
card like that goes with what you are.
That's
Well,
to
like
gamble.
like the Ace of Spades or something like that.
No, it's like a card that says you're special.
Oh,
So is it like that? Like
Yeah,
you
you're
carry it
special.
around and be like, "This is what I am."
no shit.
That-
I didn't
yeah.
know that. I need to get me one of those. Like you get like a friend of an Indian card. I didn't know he was a feathered Indian.
Can I have a
Yeah.
partial? Can I have a part of your card, please?
Osceola.
No shit,
Osceola.
man.
Identify
we should get,
card.
we should
Those
get
are
discounts.
turkeys,
Do
too.
you get discounts because you're the mom of an Indian?
He's not registered yet.
Oh, let's register
Well,
this.
yeah. Why
motherfucker.
are you
Yeah.
waiting?
I want.
Go to college
I just
for
want to
free.
buy discounted cigarettes for no reason at all. I don't even smoke, but I just want to buy them.
Well, is it
You know
all
what I mean?
tobacco?
Hard.
Is
You
it
know,
all
I'm like, I
tobacco
will
or
take some
just-
Marlboro Reds and let me get a pack of those red apples over there, man. These are free, right? I'm related to an Indian.
I know one.
Yeah.
I know one.
I've been
Yeah.
in one.
Man,
Oh.
so
I
Jason,
grew one.
so you're worried about this dude firework in this dude's chest.
Yes.
What kind of care are you performing at this time?
Oh. Hi, Melissa.
Emergency medical care.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's what-
like,
that's what I'm perfectly-
Psychological.
is there like a occlusive dressing being applied? Are you stabilizing this firework in the chest?
No.
What is going on?
Well, the firework is actually
Bottle rocket
exploded.
or
No,
is it the big one?
it was a mortar.
Mortar.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He
okay.
was literally holding.
It was
it.
a big one.
Yeah, it was a big.
Maybe we should add a Lake County scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, Lake County.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
In
allegedly.
the area.
The county of lakes.
Goodness.
Was this guy having a stroke?
I don't
At all?
believe
Then we
so.
know. Okay.
But there are a lot of strokes in Lake County.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Some that
Allegedly.
aren't even
Allegedly.
alerted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Allegedly.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She had a great story. They should have
Oh.
thrown that one out.
Well,
They did later, right?
Yeah.
I
Allegedly.
mean, when I started taking
Yeah.
care of it.
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly, maybe that happened.
Allegedly.
You
How do
know,
you get a
it's,
mortar to
this
the
case
chest?
is so interesting in so many layers, so we're just gonna have to come back to it.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
finish
I'm
it up
like-
next time.
He's like an onion.
Mortar
Finish
to
it
the
with real
chest.
fast.
So
And Brayley has questions
Yeah.
about
yeah.
it.
So
Yeah.
so anyways,
Yeah.
let's get back to this whole thing.
Hold
So-
on. I
yes.
have one more question. What happened with Bob Saget?
We're gonna
Oh.
find out when Carol Baskin shows up.
Yes.
But I did
Oh.
see a report the
died?
other day that said his head injury was even worse than they initially thought.
Yeah.
Shockers.
They got
That
the body cam footage got
That-
released from the cops
What?
searching inside the place.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
did they blur everything out so you could see anything?
I don't think they showed anything.
They didn't show him.
Yeah, they didn't show him
Right.
at
That
all.
was part of the family's lawsuit.
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Melissa's on. She says,
Only-
"Hey,
Hey,
hey,
Melissa.
y'all."
the only other thing is, did anybody look at the sentencing for the nurse that
We got
Was
that's on the
criminally
topics,
charged.
baby. You skipping topics here.
I didn't know was on the list?
Oh, it's on the list. I got you. Yes. So let me listen. Let me present this thing to Jason.
I don't know what's going on either.
Something
So-
about blood.
We're in
Yeah.
the same boat.
Oh,
Jason,
okay,
Mortar chest.
You're-
and go.
You're in an accident.
I'm in an accident.
Oh.
All right. And
I'm
the
in
difference between you living or dying is you receiving blood. Will you
Whole blood?
take blood? That
So-
it could be any components of
Whole blood or
components of blood.
Doesn't
whole
matter.
blood.
Listen, it's been so long, so you should not have me as a representative
Well,
of the J Dubs.
Well, I'm not
Um,
saying that you're
but
representing the J Dubs. I'm just asking.
The way that it was taught to me was that you didn't receive blood. So anything else was fine,
How
but
come?
you didn't receive blood.
Why?
Because that was part of the belief from the Bible. It says you don't.
It's
don't-
so it's so
Does it say that somewhere?
consume
it
blood.
does,
blood
it does,
or-
it does
yeah.
say that. It does
It
say
does.
that in the Bible.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get to it.
Consuming
Yeah.
blood, I think, is maybe a little different.
I don't think they had IVs back
I
then.
think that you are. I think that Trish is hitting the wording absolutely correct, even though
Exactly.
she's not trying to.
I
So,
feel like I was.
so where? I mean, you obviously. So, how old were you when you started up in that?
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, as long as basically my entire life.
And then, did you have to go? Like, see, I'm Catholic, so we have to go to Catholic. You got to go to classes to learn how to be Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
we-
which is
we-
funny as shit. Like,
So
basically, it taught me to go to church 3 times a year.
yeah, no, we would 3 times a week.
You would go to
So,
church,
Yeah.
and somebody would taught you this stuff.
Yeah.
And then,
So yeah, it was three times a week. On Sunday, like always, and then 2 other times during the week, and you would basically just study the Bible.
and
you
then
know,
at some
whatever.
and then at some point you start like ruining people's Saturdays and shit. You start showing up, knocking on doors.
Yes. Yeah, knocking on doors. Spreading the word.
Oh,
I feel like you don't see that as much now.
Yeah.
COVID.
Is it because it's
COVID.
because of COVID or because it's
Did they
more
co-
dangerous now?
So
Oh,
before
we got an echo
COVID,
somewhere. You hear it?
I would get them.
Is it you, baby? Have the echo?
I think
Yeah.
it is, but like my mic is.
Yeah, but
It's a phone issue.
It's a phone thing. Are you on this one too? No. Okay.
No,
I defeated one of their questions once by mistake.
Even though it's
you
plugged in.
What do you mean?
Defeated?
What question?
She came to my door and knocks, and she's like, "Hey, we're spreading world peace. You want world peace, right?" And I looked at her. I'm like, "No way." She's like, "What?" I go, "Look, I'm in the army. If we have world peace, I'm out of a fucking job."
Yeah. So
And she's like, "They said," and I can see her going back, writing it down. This is his answer.
Yeah.
and so the best part of the whole thing, like when Carlos was a baby, I'm home with Carlos one day, and my ex is at work, so they come to the door, and the dude's a baby, like so. I go, "Oh, y'all want to come in and talk? All right, come on in." And I got like a pile of laundry.
Can you do
And
laundry?
I got one guy holding the baby, the other one's folding laundry. I'm watching TV. My ex comes home. She's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "These guys are talking to me about Jehovah." It's fucking great. But anyways, at
So
some
productive.
point, I do have an actual point for this whole thing. So you were taught not to take it, right?
Right.
But at this point in time, like with all the education you had, with all this stuff, that there's a life-saving thing, right?
Right.
Would you or would you not take it? Would you have a moral dilemma about taking it?
It would be a moral dilemma, but it's not something that I'm following anymore. So
Was it
It would-
consuming it?
Yeah,
Because they were
it's
talking
like-
about
there's
eating
actually-
with
Oh, yeah, hold on.
animals versus
Again,
it wasn't.
Braley,
again,
hold on.
again,
Sorry about that.
it's been a long time since I've been around it, so I don't know the whole story.
Okay.
I don't really remember as far as how that goes, but whatever it is, that's basically how
So-
they interpret it is
It's
you
a law.
taking in
Okay.
blood, in somebody else's blood, whatever.
So there's some research this week and stuff. I've actually done the research before. I consulted on a couple cases and then I've been involved in a couple cases where we've given blood to the person, and they live, and then after they live their whole life inside the church is ruined because they're not able to like sit in the same place as everybody and all that stuff. They're actually considered disfellowshipped.
Well,
So what happens?
And it's crazy because we had one guy who was an elder. So his whole life was the church, and he was in an auto accident. We had no idea he was a Jehovah's Witness, and we gave him blood during a helicopter flight.
Like we don't look at wallets before we do that.
Yeah, we didn't look. I didn't have the guy's wallet. I
Yeah.
didn't see
Yeah.
it. anything
I
in
can
there.
understand that.
No medical or bracelets or tags or anything like that. It's part of the assessment, right?
And in that person's defense, they didn't do it willingly. So
They
you know.
still got this fellowship. That was the whole
Yeah.
thing.
I feel like that's not fair to
It's
them.
not fair.
No,
Especially
yeah,
fair.
I wouldn't say that's fair.
And so, but one of the things that the attorney did that working on our case is that he researched it. This guy actually went in and like read different things, and it's considered to be a law of the time. So the Bible has many different laws. Like there's the laws, like if you're going to be like, you know, a priest or a person of the cloth, and you're going to be, you know, teaching the Bible, there's laws you have to adhere by that. There's some of those, like, you know, laws of God, you know, 10 commandments and stuff, you know. And then there's laws of the time that the Bible describes,
Right?
that you cannot take literally. Like if you take them literally, then it would say you should not consume the blood of another animal. It's amazing how many Jehovah's Witnesses I've talked to that they have that hard stand that they're not going to do that. That they don't
So do
even
they
really
eat meat?
know. They don't even really know where in the Bible that actually is.
Do they eat meat? Are they allowed to eat meat?
Well, the Bible, they're
Yes.
saying that you should drain the meat from the animal before you eat it.
You drain the meat from the animal?
Before you eat it. I mean, this basically
The blood?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
I wouldn't go
So
that
they
far.
can eat well done meat, but
Yes.
not medium meat.
I don't know if it applies to the meat anymore, babe. It's just
Well, it's consuming blood from another animal.
well, we can argue with the writers of the book. We'll go try to find a couple of those people and they can come out and say,
I'm just saying, if we want to get word picky,
well, that's the point, babe. They have gotten word picky, and that's what they're
I
doing.
know
Yes. Okay. I don't know.
the
if this
point
is
that I was
annoying.
making.
Okay.
It's in Deuteronomy. Exodus, Deuteronomy.
It's in Leviticus.
Duty on me.
So yes. So anyways, like a lot of people don't know it's in Leviticus. It's where it's where it says that, and the point is that like I think that and maybe it's time to like look at that rule.
Right.
You know, like
So we're just going to
No, I-
change your entire religion.
No. I mean, I understand what you're
Don't do the same
saying.
Thing now as they did 100 years ago.
I really
Well,
think that, and it's not just not picking on Jehovah's Witnesses. There's a lot of religions. We maybe
There are a
should
lot
they
of
should
go
religions.
back and
with
look
time.
at some shit.
Right.
Like, let's look at some shit and go like, because you imagine like if you talk to some people from way back that when we go back in time and they we're telling them about what we do now and shit, and they go, you guys are still doing that shit?
Yeah. Well-
yeah, you're like, you still use the CDs?
Like what the hell is it? The founding fathers, the framers of the Constitution.
Ah.
That's the one.
Yeah, there's
And there all these amendments that go along with that
Oh, Joe
as
Rogan.
time goes on.
Joe Rogan says like that was
Oh,
like
yeah, it's
two people ago.
Right.
Somebody wrote that, and then like you went back and you talked to them. They go, "You guys still have that law?"
Yeah. You guys,
That was
Hey,
where to start.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
There-
supposed to continue that.
There's
So,
I'm sure there's a
you
law
know-
that says a horse can't shit in the street anymore.
Oh yeah,
You know?
sodomy is against the rules.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like any
Not
fucking
in Vegas.
yeah, any fucking you do that's not for procreation is against the law in some places.
Cool.
You know, I do a lot of
Commonwealth.
fucking for non-procreation. You imagine if somebody didn't get her sodomy all the
Oh
time?
my god.
Well, this place would be like.
We
had a-
have to look.
I had a
back room.
vasectomy. I'm
Yeah.
going to hell.
You
So
are going to hell.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
I'm not sure.
no,
that's,
that-
I'm not sure that's
nothing
the
to
only
do-
reason.
breaks-
Yeah, that nothing to do with vasectomy.
It brings me to now. I brought all that up to bring you up to modern day time.
Got it.
And the last few weeks, there's been a law. Like there's a potential for a law to change.
Oh, is this the
And it's
abortion law?
yes, absolutely.
Oh.
Oh yeah, they're trying to overturn.
They're
it.
going to try to
Yeah.
overturn the law.
I actually did a
Okay.
survey on the phone the other day about that. Like,
What did
I
they
actually
say?
answered the phone, and she's like, "Do you have a few minutes?" I was like, "Okay." And she started asking me about my political views and if I was pro-abortion. Well, she asked me about DeSantis and then Biden, and then she started asking me about my views on abortion.
Are you going to share your views on abortion?
I think that women should have the right to choose.
I really
So
think
what-
so.
I think it's their body and that they should have the right to choose. And I have seen, and not saying that every woman that chooses to have an abortion, if they don't, the child will end up being abused. But I have seen a shit ton of abuse, and I think that Women should decide to not necessarily bring that child into the world if that is something they don't think that they can handle.
And you know, a lot of people have different stands on when you could do it, and it's not what we're talking.
Yeah, they
about
asked
here.
me about that too,
You know,
and I was like, "Here's the other part of that. Like,
Tabitha's raising her hand.
here's the
Yeah,
other part
question
of that.
over.
Like, if somebody if maybe they don't know they're pregnant until further in the pregnancy, then that is their business. They have to be responsible for their actions, and if abortion is the thing that they decide they want to do, then fuck, go for it.
So the current law is that basically there's so you can
I think it's no. Go ahead.
no, that's what I'm asking you.
Is it 20? Usually, they try not
22.
to do after 20 weeks.
20 weeks.
20 weeks, it's 5 months. So like we can't save babies under 22, 23 weeks.
Right. They're considered
So-
non-viable.
Right.
There are some now that have survived,
But
they're
not many.
considered non-viable.
Right.
Before 23 weeks, I think.
22.
No.
Okay, 22.
Oh, that
So
brought up
20
something
weeks, I
interesting.
think, is the cutoff.
What?
There's a
Nobody can hear you.
there's a
Nobody can hear.
lady. Sorry. No. I've been listening, and there was a lady, and I want to say in San Francisco or something that says that it will be legal for you to abort a child after it's born
No, that's
up
murder.
to a certain amount of days.
That's murder.
That's San
not even
Francisco.
possible if
No.
it's already been born. It's
Well,
not even
but that's what I'm saying, and I know I'm not imagining things. I know I've heard this, and she's trying to just say that after the child's born, you've got up to 7 days or something.
No,
Well,
negative.
I
mean,
think you have the 3
Might want
days
to do a little bit of research
this
on
in
it, but I
China?
know I heard it.
Right. No.
And
Yeah. Right.
it's no, I listened to the Rick Stacy morning show on 105.9 every morning, and he is cut and dried, tells you like it is. He is
Yeah.
total Trump, total, hates what's going on right now with this country. But
The
yeah.
following political
America.
things that do not represent the
And-
follow
and-
the rest of the
yeah, and
Yeah.
he's played a couple clips about this one lady saying, "Well, yeah, it'll be fine," or it's whatever. And then, like what you said though, when I got pregnant, my son's father, we weren't together, and he goes, "Well, you should get an abortion." I said, "No, I was a big girl when I got myself into this situation. I'm
Like,
going to be
were
a
you-
big
how much-
girl and
how much
take
did
care
you
of
weigh?
it." And never regret a moment of the decision that I made, because my son, now 11, changed my life.
Absolutely.
And I can't imagine my life without my kid. But it was my choice. It wasn't anybody else's choice. And I didn't find out I was pregnant till after 3 months. Oh, and look, there's my kid.
There he is.
buddy.
There he is, walking in the door.
But yeah, I didn't
3
find
months.
out I was pregnant till after 3 months.
Well, I mean,
And-
it happens. So basically, it's another example that we bring up. Bring that up as an example. The vaccination stuff, everything. So all these different laws affecting the decision of people in their own body, right? Like all these things that come up that can affect those situations. Like, is there a limit to what decisions somebody can make for you and your body?
Well, what it comes down to is your choice. It's regardless, it should be your choice. But I don't. What is the legislation on it? Like, I don't see how anybody I don't see how that's going to be backed by the
I sure hope it's not.
right. Well, I just don't. I mean,
I went
but
to
it
nursing
sounds like it
school with
is, right?
I went to nursing school with a girl that got her period her entire pregnancy.
Really?
Wow.
So she didn't know. She didn't really think
She was not a
pregnant.
JW.
Probably not.
Again, we were just using it as an
Her
example.
ADD is killing
entire
me.
pregnancy. Like that would
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah. So the other example that I want to bring up on this is let's go back to the whole giving blood to somebody that's not supposed to get blood. Are you are legally responsible for that? But so here's the scenario: you're flying along, and then the person becomes tacky, hypotensive, and you're at the point where blood is the thing you need to give, right? This is going to be,
Or they die.
or they die. That the person wishes are not to receive blood. You're in an EMS call, right? So this is not but you're in the middle of transport,
Okay.
right? Like,
Okay.
And for sure they don't want blood.
that they told you that before you left the facility or whatever. It's a transport, right?
Yep.
So what do you do in that situation?
Don't give it.
You wouldn't give it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I would really want to, but at the end of the day, it's their body, their choice.
Okay. I mean,
which is not my favorite. Like, I had a brother that decided to not get dialysis.
yeah.
I had a really good
Again,
friend. I had a
not
really
my
good.
favorite, but his body, his choice.
How and this is the thing is I went and looked at my protocols. That's not covered.
What's not covered?
That's not covered.
Whether or not they want.
If you're in an EMS situation,
You're liable.
advanced directives are not part of are not honorable in the transport setting.
They have to be.
They
Yeah.
are not.
That is not fair.
A DNR is, and it's
Okay.
the only directive that per the national curriculum of paramedics that can be accepted in a transport situation.
Oh, I see what you're
Otherwise, you're duty bound to treat.
saying. He said duty.
You
You
have
know-
to treat
But then it would be the advanced directives would go into play once they got to the hospital.
once I got to the hospital.
because
Right.
then
Bullshit.
it changes.
All right, so this is the thing. Like, why is one okay, but the other isn't?
And that's it's such a fucking big deal. So talk
It'd
about
be easier if we could find their number.
Yeah.
Like, are you 139.99? If you're 146K, I'm just gonna give you blood. You need life.
I fucking
Like,
love
just like-
Bray. I love Brayley. He's still stuck on the how many people were allowed
I'm
in.
telling you, I'm like on the bottom end. Going,
He's so
"Fuck
fucking
it.
stuck
I'll give
on
it blood. Come with me.
Yeah, he's like, dude, you're gonna lose your number.
Yeah.
Like, you got a number. You got a number on the stand.
I'll save you
man.
if in below the 140s.
Yeah, so it's fucking
I'll let you go.
nuts. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, if you're in,
You're
But
in.
like-
I'm not
but-
taking you.
but if the dude's 153,
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, you
we're
get-
gonna go back
yeah,
to the podcast. Jane can be like, "Yeah, sorry."
yeah. So here we are, and that's the thing is like advanced directives are not health. But let's talk about the advanced directive that I mentioned, Jason. Where's Jason? What's he
Right,
doing?
I'm right
Here
here.
he is.
You listen? So Jason, check this out. So you get a DNR patient, right? I do not resuscitate. I do not intubate patients. You with me?
I'm with you.
That person is allegedly having a stroke, allegedly in a county of lakes,
That's a lot of
and is
legs.
95.
lot of lakes.
Six,
and
1100. I think
Right.
it's like 1100 lakes.
102.
Oh,
so
1100.
so is how many lakes?
Second.
Is it? So there.
Hey.
So
Oh, I thought we were
anyways,
talking about the age.
there we were.
Oh.
There we were.
Yeah, 102. Okay.
Yeah. So you allegedly call a helicopter,
I would never.
and there you
Unless
are
it's a stroke alert.
transporting this stroke alert, and all of a
That's
sudden
102.
they stop breathing.
Yeah.
What do? Do you intubate that patient?
Fuck no, you bag it.
I don't know. Bag him if it's
You're
working.
bagging them and no chest rise and fall. Like it's kind of poor
I would
and
bag
they're
anyway.
bradying down.
Well, I tried.
You know.
Did the gag reflex?
They're
Did you
bradying
do the
down.
tongue blade
They-
test?
yeah.
Okay, so this is how I understand DNR
Yes.
is that the hospitals don't accept dead people.
They do not accept that people.
That's what
You
it comes
cannot
down
transport
to.
a dead person.
There you go.
Mhm.
So if you're arriving at the hospital and you're like, "Yep, here's this dead person,"
Yeah.
they're gonna say, "We don't accept dead people."
Well, the patient was a
Yes.
DNR.
It doesn't
They don't
matter.
accept
Doesn't
dead
matter.
people.
You should
Doesn't
have
matter.
never
Go to the
left
morgue.
I've
them
accepted
That's
a million dead people.
In the process of dying. We transport them in
Yes.
the process of
In the
dying.
Pretty
Right.
sure they were
We
already
are
dead.
currently working.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
you see, this is what people don't understand. The Trishas of the world do not understand this. Do not understand this. Let me put it to you in this situation. Let's say one of the
What
kids.
do I not understand?
Let me put you in a situation.
Okay.
You have a nurse that's so bound by their duty of I'm gonna respect this person's DNR, and you don't you don't do the stuff that person needs. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden you ride to the hospital. Your helicopter is a crime scene. So
Okay.
now the helicopter is done in there. One of the kids is on a motorcycle riding and they need a helicopter to be flown from the same area, but you're out of service
Because you're a crime scene.
because you're a crime scene.
You shouldn't be a crime scene.
You're a crime scene because
You
the
shouldn't
hospital.
be.
I'm gonna tell you right now that is
I am telling you right now, it's a bad rule. They should change it.
they should change it. Well,
But
but
that doesn't
that's
mean
the
it's
end of
not
it.
a rule.
it's a rule.
It means that you.
It's a
shouldn't
rule.
be.
We can
You
argue
know.
about this stuff all day long. I'm just telling you the
You know, rules
reality
are.
of life. You see, this is a difference sometimes. Like, Trish refuses to understand that this is still happening. This is a rule. You can't be.
It
You can be
shouldn't.
upset. I'm upset about it too, but I still got to do what I got to do. That's it. That's the bottom line of it. You still have to do it because you can't leave the person dead inside the helicopter. Right?
Correct.
That's the rule.
I refuse to answer.
Okay. Well.
I plead the
I
fifth.
think we
I
should.
feel like
I
you probably
plead
all
the
know
fifth.
what I would
Like, hey, I'm telling you because it's happened, right? I'm telling you what's happened. And there's probably a lot of people out there that may or may not be listening. Maybe in the islands listening to us right now as a group of people. And like they may encounter the same thing. And the thing is that there's a lot of rules that affect. There's a lot of rules that in the hospital we do, but in the EMS, those is not our world. Like we have to do certain things that you may or may not like.
So can you, like, in that instance, call your medical director and be like,
You could.
this patient has a DNR and now they are not breathing and they don't have a pulse.
Yes.
What would you like me to do?
Yep.
And what?
And yes, you would still work it.
Why?
Right.
Why? How is that at all respectful for the patient?
Yeah, I got
Like,
two.
if
That
we're
you.
here for the patients, how is that what the patient wants, what the patient asked for?
No, I get it. This is their wishes, and but this is the
So we're gonna
problem.
say, you know what? Fuck you. I know we're transporting you, but we don't give a shit about what you actually want. We're gonna do everything you said not to.
I absolutely get it.
But it's only temporary.
Yep, absolutely get it. You know
Because
what?
as soon as you get to the hospital,
They
then the
can
advanced
terminate it.
directive
they can terminate
Take-
it.
takes
They
back over.
can, but do they?
Yeah, and the other thing
well,
is
but
this.
then that's
other
on
thing is
them
this,
for
baby.
not.
I
Oh, sorry, sorry.
know. I have only seen one doctor in my entire career tell a patient's family that we are not going to continue this code because they have a valid DNR.
Yeah, I've seen.
One physician
I've seen a lot of
in
people terminated.
25 years because the family,
What you got there?
because the patient has a DNR and the
So,
family still wants you to
Trish, let me
code.
ask you this: Do they just give out DNRs to anybody that asks for them, or usually a doctor has
Your
to sign?
primary, you have to have two doctors sign it.
Okay.
You have to have your primary care doctor sign a DNR because there is some sort of terminal illness that you are not going to
Gotcha.
survive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a reason. It's not like they just give them out
No.
to anybody.
No.
So that person made the
I'll correct
choice to not be worked
Right.
or
I've
whatever.
I've only seen
Oh wow, yeah.
I've only seen one
Yeah.
physician in my entire career say, like, when a family wants to rescind that DNR, he's like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to put this patient in a position that they did not
No,
want.
I got you.
They have a valid DNR and we're going to honor it.
You've only seen one do that?
One.
Yeah. Well, because you
Every
can't take it
single
back. I get
other
it,
one.
but still.
The family says, no,
Yeah.
I don't care what mom wanted. I want you to do everything.
Yeah,
And they do.
if people do
Well,
it.
I mean, that is
That's
part
not
of
what
the
it says.
that is part of the DNR, though.
That's not what it says.
What?
What's not what it says?
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a second. So the reality is that it does happen. Trish is correct about that. She is upset because people's wishes should be respected.
Yeah.
They should.
Yeah.
Once you engage the transport,
Not all.
it is
Especially-
not. Like once you engage the transport, it is not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So here's another example. Let's say that a person has a massive aneurysm that's about to bust. And they're at one hospital, they need to be transported to the next hospital to get the aneurysm fixed. The person has a do not resuscitate order. What
Well,
do you
the
do? You put them in the helicopter again or the ambulance, and the aneurysm bust.
Yeah, you got to work them.
You got to work that patient.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely,
different.
that is not different.
It
Like
totally is
still
different.
covered on the same thing.
No, I mean,
At the, are you
cancer
in this?
is different than an aneurysm.
Well, I get that whole point. The whole point is that if you're engaged in a transport, you're gonna have to do what you got to do.
So while you were talking to her about
Yes.
the whatever, Trish and I were talking about the
cancer patients.
the
Yeah.
whole
Well, I don't-
reason people get a DNR. They don't just give them out to everybody.
It's to not prolong life past, you know, you don't want to prolong life when somebody's suffering,
Right.
You know,
So they don't give them out to everybody. So
Yeah.
the people that actually do get them should be able to honor them. Now, the person with an aneurysm, like you're saying, they probably don't want to continue. You know, they
Yeah.
want
a lot of patients that have aneurysms. I have
It's-
seen more of them younger than older.
I mean, how
and
can you?
like you can fix that.
Yeah, but
It doesn't.
yeah, I understand that, babe. But what we're saying is, let's say the
Aneurysm is a fixable problem.
But
Cancer, once you get a DNR, generally is not.
yeah, I agree. But still, for us in the transport setting, the DNR during the transport is if you're in the transport and the patient arrest, you've got to work it. Do you have to be really invasive when you're working it? No, you can do the least invasive as possible to respect the person's wishes, and then you get there and the hope is that they're going to stop working the arrest. But
Can
you
I get
cannot come in with a sheet over the person going, he died.
Right. Yeah.
Can I get a DNR for someone else?
No,
Because I have a list.
Yeah.
you cannot.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
if I find 2 doctors and one's a chiropractor.
So you know, it's an interesting point, you know, and one of the things that we don't do a lot on the podcast is that we should get, you know, people to send in questions through the
We
rescuecompany1.com.
should. Yeah.
The rescuecompany1.com, right?
Yep.
And
Or
there's-
they
Or we
can
could-
submit questions
submit
to
questions.
as Rotor Turns.
as the Rotor Turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, submit some questions, and we like to see what people's like, you know, tell us a story of what's happened and stuff like that.
It is one of my, and I'm sure you know this. One of
Oh,
my biggest pet peeves.
I
is
knew it was gonna hit your butt. Now
Thanks.
you're good,
Yeah.
button.
Yeah. Right.
Now you're good, button.
It is one of my
Let's see how many
biggest pet
people we can
peeve.
make uncomfortable today.
as like family
I'm comfortable.
making
No, I know you are.
decisions for their family members that they know don't want. It makes me so angry
I get it. It happens.
because if somebody does that to me,
I'm not gonna let them.
I
happen.
will fuck you up when I'm dead.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, it's one of the reasons that me and Trish are married is so we got married so we could legally make decisions for each other. Because
That
we
was
have,
one of the reasons we got married too.
yeah, because we've had friends that they've been together for years, and they, you know, then all of a sudden you get a family member that comes in and says, "Yeah, well, let's make sure you don't do that for them or do this for them," and fuck that shit.
That
I
was-
know that Trish, you know, wants the plug pulled, and
I will make somebody's life
Hey,
extra miserable. And
I'm
if
gonna
any
be-
doctor decides to keep me
I'm gonna be
alive,
like Ricky Bobby's wife
I will
pulling the
fuck
plug.
that dude up too.
She's
Man,
like,
he's napping.
she's napping. Pull it. I want you to pull it now.
Yeah.
I want you to pull it now too.
So the other day I had a stub
Yeah, we'll
toe
play
and I was in the hospital and Amanda tried to pull the plug on me.
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
what you told me to do.
Yeah.
No,
hey,
not for a stub
I
toe.
am
Oh.
pulling your plug the minute I get in there. Pull
Yeah.
it right now. The hippo does not want that.
No.
And plus, he would take a
It's
large,
only COVID.
too much of an ET tube. He has you guys have a large ET tube in here? No. Pull his
Yeah, the
plug
garden
now
hose.
and shave his head.
And shave his head.
Hey, listen, but that was one of the things. But Brayley
Y-
is
yeah.
here because he's an expert at another thing, and I
Good
think you
Lord.
and Jason are like
Divorce?
Yeah, well, no, Brayley is a divorce expert.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Very.
I am catnip to
Hey.
crazy. Just saying.
And but Brayley, where you want to tell people where you work allegedly?
Oh, I don't know how long I'll be there.
Yeah.
mean,
I
the
guarantee you
director
not
doesn't
much
me telling
longer.
him he's wrong.
Yeah. So Brayley, you're in the fire department, firefighter, paramedic, and then you guys have like an extraordinary amount of like mandatory overtimes.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah.
Oh, you work the same place he does? I didn't know that.
No, we don't.
Take him and times it by 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well,
like
me, yeah.
But Brayley, he was telling me an interesting thing earlier, which is one of the biggest reasons I want to talk, you know, is the amount of stress that the mandatory overtime causes is insane. So for currently you may allegedly work at a place where you're supposed to work 24 hours on, and you're supposed to be off for 48 off, right?
Correct.
All right. And then you're getting towards, how does it happen? Tell me how it happens.
Well, you come towards your 24, and they go, we have like 84 slots that need to be filled, and so you're on the list.
84 slots.
I love filling slots,
and they need to be filled, and you're not leaving until it gets filled. And some people want that, take that. So you're stuck there, and they'll say, Brayley, you got to go from 35 to Pine Hills for 24 hours, and you go like 48 hours, and you're exhausted, and then it'll happen right again the next shift.
Fuck that.
So I thought about this the other day because I had a shift that the other day that I got my asshole kicked in, and then I stayed back and napped for a bit. So let's say that if you worked at a busy rescue, and then they're making you drive across the county to go to this next rescue, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're still tired, right?
Yeah.
So they're making you drive tired to another place to work for a whole another 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get
2 hours of sleep?
Did they give you any mandatory rest time? They let you rest or anything like that?
Yeah, the next
on your
up to
drive
12 hours.
Well, on your drive over.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you could every time you
sleep on your drive over.
Yeah, every time you blink, it's like resting, right?
No.
So like there's an inherent amount of fucking danger that we're talking about here, right?
Huge.
Yeah.
Like
I should not drive like that.
No.
I'd love to hear what you're going to say about this.
No, I'm not going to be a hypocrite about it, Trish. Like I'm not. Listen, I've done it and I still do it.
They lifted it.
I do work a job, and then sometimes I have to go to another one, and I am going to be on a 24-hour shift, and it's like it is the hell that we live in. And you understand, like, I absolutely want to be fucking 100% clear about it. I don't like doing it, and I don't like arguing with you about it. I hate it, but I have to.
Yeah.
Because it is what it is. Correct, Brayley?
It is what it is.
And we were talking about
marriages.
This. Yes. Like you almost need somebody to really understand that the person going to that job doesn't want to go there right now.
No, they wanted to go home.
Yes.
Yeah. And then forced to go to another place for another 24 hours, of which you should see guys like, please take it. It was my daughter's birthday. I just worked the last shift, so I wouldn't be off.
Yes.
The mandatory. And
right.
Fuck you. It's sunny
go
out.
Suck a dick.
Let's
go to work.
Yeah.
Do it.
You know what amazes me is that there's so like obviously the bigger departments are going to have more mandatories, right?
Yeah.
But
Miles
you have more
wrote in and
people.
just said,
Also.
Have Schaefer walk by the room.
Yeah. Schaefer kill him. That guy
If that's the one that
allegedly that guy is on a killing spree.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh yeah.
He is Ted Bundy's brother.
He does it secretly though.
Oh no, he doesn't.
I don't know how
he does it out in the open. And like people know he's doing it.
But
sleeps like a baby.
Nobody stops him.
Sleeps like a baby. No, he is the king of Leesburg right now.
Oh,
yeah, he is the pride.
Allegedly.
The pride of not allegedly.
Richard.
He is the pride of Lake County.
Yeah,
the greatest son to leave there. Like
blonde,
come back.
Hair.
Yeah, Air Force hero. Even though he never saw a bit of war, he ate steak and lobster during the war. People are out there in the sand and the dirt dying.
MREs.
Yeah, and he is just enjoying wherever the Air Force sent him.
On his CPAP.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. In his own room, out there impregnating half the world up there. So yeah, I love this shape. But the thing is, Brayley, we were talking about that one guy that he had like a fiance that left him.
Yeah, we had a lot of suicides.
Yeah,
over,
and he had a suicide over it.
Yeah, one of them. It was just. I mean, it was one of the deals that he had mentioned. Yeah, it was just. It just ruined his life. Then his fiance left him, and it was like one of those things where he just was never there, be able to go drive down. And a lot of people, some of our class, they lifted the restrictions. Some people were forced and did work 6 days.
Oh yeah,
yeah. 6 days in a row.
Yeah, they lifted it, and
what?
He was like, "Yeah, I did cocaine to keep me going, and then I drank." Like it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
he went downhill.
What?
But that's the pressure at the end. He was just like, "I hate my job."
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy with that. It's like the dude mentioned it in his suicide letter.
Yeah.
He mentioned that in his suicide letter. That's the crazy fucking part of it.
And they just kind of let's push it aside, but he mentioned it.
The
overtime situation.
I currently allegedly may or may not pick up at a small department. You see what I'm saying? the burden that the reason that they have a position like the one I have is because you imagine what you see what mandatory is at your scale of the department. Imagine what it is at a department that's 2 stations.
And they all know you, what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. So imagine what the scale is on that, and like imagine the frustration that some people may have over that, and if you can relieve that just somewhat, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be worth it? Is what I'm saying. And what is worth it to achieve in the sense, like, you know, how much do you push the person you have there?
Now, is
Great
that
question.
with that
Like,
department?
why is safety last on the list?
It is last, safety third.
Safety third.
So is that
'Cause it doesn't
department
affect them.
a union department?
Yeah.
It
They're,
is.
they're a union department.
Okay.
Yeah, not the one I was talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they're not.
They're not. Okay.
They're not.
Yeah.
Because
They're not.
that's I feel like that's probably part of the issue
So like
is being able to do that. You know.
Yeah, but you
Oh
know,
my God! Look! Oh my God!
She
Oh, there
is
she is
here.
right there.
Oh my God!
you're
She's not
looking
happy.
you're looking
Oh, there
delicious,
she is.
delicious. The people were asking about you right now.
And then she's gone.
There she's gone.
And
So, Jason, you know, you're a double time and a half guy sometimes, right?
No,
like every day.
No, yeah,
the
like
only double time.
double time.
double time.
Yeah. No,
No half.
no half.
So you're getting the double time. People love the double time. They're getting it and they're going there. But I mean, is the money worth it?
I mean, I have to do it right now. In my current situation, I have to do it.
It's worth it.
Is it?
But no, if I didn't have to do it, I would I wouldn't do it. You know, I would focus more on other things that I really like to do. But yeah, is that what it has to be?
It's a hard subject to address, especially when your spouses are sitting in the room staring at you.
I am not staring.
And you know, it's a hard subject to address because for us as firefighter paramedics, we don't.
It shouldn't be your problem,
It's not our problem, but
you take it as your problem.
Because it's what they are.
it's the job. Like you're the
Well,
you
yes
are
and
the
no.
job.
I mean, like,
The department shouldn't put you in that situation.
Yeah.
Well, they put you in it. They don't give
Correct.
a fuck.
Yeah, because it doesn't affect them.
They don't
Right.
give a
You know,
fuck.
they go home.
At 5
They
o'clock
don't
every day.
relieve.
But you know that this is this generation, right? This is that
Yeah.
that's
I can't
this,
wait till the millennials start working.
No, they're fucking
like-
working right now. The
Right,
millennials
and they're gonna be
don't
like,
give a
"Yeah,
fuck.
I'm not staying in it.
The millennials,
right, yeah, exactly.
they don't give a fuck.
It's not really in my best interest."
We had
and,
Yes.
uh,
I got some kabushu juice. I got to drink and shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They're actually going home.
had one quit
as they
because-
should.
What's that, Braley?
Well, we had a millennial quit. He was his first 24-hour shifts. He packed up all his stuff at 7.
Yeah,
And
he
they're like,
thought he was
"What
going
the
home. Yeah, it's the
hell?"
best story
Yeah,
ever. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a good story.
Oh my
It's
God,
like-
that's so
like,
awesome.
what? I stayed 24 hours?
Yeah.
No.
How does that not?
How did he miss
come-
that?
Yeah, how do you miss that?
Dude,
Like,
They had a guy. They got
I
a,
work. I work 12 hours every 3 days, and that's it.
They had a guy
He's in
quit.
training.
They had a guy quit the city of, let's say, that rhymes with A. Mary, and and the guy had a call after midnight, and he didn't move. He thought there was a whole nother shift that was running the call for him.
And he just stays there.
And they go, "Hey, we got to run a call, right?" And he goes, "Oh no, I can't do that. I'm gone. Went home, done, quit that day."
That's
And
ridiculous.
that's fucking crazy. That really happened. That's a true story.
Mm.
I feel like you have heard about a couple of other situations about people that may have come through class that have actually put their safety first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, everybody.
No, absolutely.
I feel like
and
you don't work a year without having that safety put, in jeopardy.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you've worked a year without.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying like your first year on,
yeah.
you're probably putting your
Also,
safety.
after the first year,
Yeah.
you're like, whatever. I'm disposable.
within that first
So-
year.
It's
So one of
fine.
That share that experience.
This is the
Nobody's gonna.
so what
everybody.
Trish.
Nobody's gonna miss me.
I would love to get to the
Guy
point.
keep on the rescue.
If we weren't sarcastic, we get to the point. Like the point is, and what Trish is bringing up is the fact that we've had people come through class that quote the stuff we say in class, right? And they
Right.
quote and they basically have.
Where are
turned-
those guidelines from?
Those are the guidelines from Canes. They're put
Oh.
out there for people's safety.
Well, I think DOT also puts out
Yeah,
guidelines,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
Yeah. So what's insane is that I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
Because so who puts out the national standard curriculum for paramedics? And the national
The
standard of
Department
practice,
The Department of Transportation.
you would think. Yeah, that's what most people believe. Yes, but it's actually the Department of Interior.
Okay.
The Department of Interior and creates the curriculum, and it's assigned to the Department of Transportation to enforce it.
Okay. Got it.
So they enforce it. And why is the Department of Transportation responsible for enforcing EMS care from state to state?
Well, I would say because like
'Cause they're
90%, 90% of the time they're in a vehicle.
That has got nothing to do with it.
Really?
Absolutely. And you know, this is a great thing. That we go out there and we perform a job that nobody fucking knows actually how it got to there and how it got created. So let me allow me to retort.
All right. Let me.
Please
retort.
Yeah. So here's the reason why. You know why? Well, people like federal funding for roads and state improvements, ROADs, come from the Department of Transportation. So if you want the federal funding, you will follow these rules.
Okay.
If not, then you don't get the federal funding.
Makes sense.
So that's where it comes from. But the reality is that the Department of Transportation rules for a driver contradict that you're allowed to work these 24-hour shifts.
Yeah.
It contradicts it.
Yeah.
It contradicts it. If they took away 24-hour shifts, would there be less firefighters?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think not.
Really?
Really?
You don't think so?
I don't think.
I actually
Jason,
agree with him,
this is the greatest-
and here is why.
Babe, hold on one
Okay.
second to that thought, because this is going to be great.
Go
Jason,
for it.
if I am going to go use a Brayley, I want you to hop in here on this one. If I go, this is the example of the greatest fire department in the world, and we should always follow this fire department. What fire department are we using?
Maybe New York City.
New York Fire Department.
Can I have
Hey,
Rule
FDNY.
out
12-hour
FDNY
FD.
uses what shift system?
12 hours,
10s and 14s.
10s and 14s. Okay.
10s and 14s. The oldest organized fire department in the world does not work 24-hour shifts.
Because it's not safe.
Well,
What?
Well,
wasn't it for the subway to get home? Or, no. They didn't run back then at certain times. So
Yeah,
I can do a 10 and a 14.
yeah, right.
But
10s and
after
14s.
that,
You'd have to
San
sleep
Francisco's
over.
the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah.
It's the same
Yeah.
so like
Could be wrong.
we take everything from that place except for the shift
their
work.
safety.
The shift
Yeah.
work. And now a lot of people in the city will mutual to work a 24-hour shift, so they're off the 2 days. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But there is still most of the time a 10 and a 14-hour shift. And-
I don't think Tommy Gavin ever took off.
yeah.
He was always there.
Who the fuck's Tommy Gavin?
From Rescue Me.
Oh, you talking about yeah.
I was like, is he serious right now?
thought he
It took a second to click in. You know that
Rescue.
you know that I watched like one season of that.
Oh my
I
god.
watched a
More
lot.
than I.
It's
It's a great show.
No,
It is.
and maybe like 5 or 6 episodes of that first season.
Yeah.
And like I didn't watch a lot of it.
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary.
Yep.
You know, Dennis Leary has a long history of. This is why I didn't watch it. The guy's from the Worcester area. He's playing a New York City fireman.
Okay.
My old man being a New York City dude, working in the city, like I find that like
You know what's his face was a New York City fireman.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's him.
55,
Really?
55
Yeah.
Ensign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy from
Yeah.
Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's FDNY as well. Yeah, so like you got a Boston guy playing an FDNY guy.
Yeah, but
There's a problem.
Acting.
he was also related.
Acting.
He was also related.
Acting.
We watched the funniest shit last night. When Trish, there was an actor that played a quadriplegic, and people were pissed off that a able-bodied person was playing a handicap.
There are plenty of quadriplegics out there.
Yeah,
You
we
gotta
should pick
one of those.
And then the guy goes, "It's fucking acting." If you got a quadriplegic to play a quadriplegic, it should be a guy just laying around.
That's why you shouldn't be upset that he's from Worcester.
Oh no, Dennis, I was just fucking with him. That dude
How
is
did you get him
awesome.
to casting?
That dude is awesome. Yeah, who drove him there?
Who got the quadriplegic
I love
casting?
how
You put it
Brayley
up.
gets like stuck in the smallest details of the shit.
Yeah.
But
We
anyway,
had to use a guy that could walk because none of them could get there.
144,000. Jesus.
I
What's
don't
your
know.
card number?
I don't know if people's ADD were able to keep,
139,999
were able
is
to
my
keep,
card number.
were able to keep up with this
Right.
from
No.
subject to subject.
I
But
don't believe it.
all
We
the
still
things,
have one more.
all the things that I'm bringing up, all have one thing in common. What's the one thing we have, baby? One more.
The nurse
Love.
sentence.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
The nurse sentence.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's the most important one. This is why all these things do have one thing in common. We're going to
Got it.
tie them in together.
Got it.
So now we have a nurse that got sentenced for murder, right?
She was criminally charged
Criminally charged
and sentenced.
with murder for giving the wrong medicine. And we talked a little bit about this in a previous podcast.
We have.
And
And it killed the person.
it killed
Yeah.
the person. She basically was supposed to give Versed and she gave Vecuronium.
Oh,
Now, I've openly said that this young lady should not be a nurse.
I agree.
She's an idiot. She's a mouth
Oh, yeah.
breather, fuck, and she should not be a nurse. And that's my opinion. This is Carlos's opinion.
But
She
she
worked in
should not
prison,
serve jail
or-
time.
But, however, she should not serve jail time. Why, baby? Why is that?
'Cause there's no intent.
There was no intent to hurt that person.
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
If we could get all stupid people in jail, that would be great.
I mean, if we could get all stupid medical personnel just out of medicine, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the long lasting effect of this lady going to prison?
Yeah,
What's the long lasting effect? What's it going to do to
nurses.
Miguel
Dude, not-
says safety measures? Question mark.
Okay.
Long lasting effect. What?
Yeah,
I
like-
mean, her kids aren't going to be taken care of.
No,
I mean, for all nurses.
Nurses aren't going to decide to go to nursing school because they're like, you know what? If
that's
I
not
fuck up,
that's not it. Like
I'm pretty sure part of it could be.
you know what the long lasting effect of this is thing that
I'm
if
going to
I fuck
retire
up,
early.
if
Yeah.
I fuck up,
Oh yeah, I'm not going to
I'm
be
not going to report it.
Yep.
Just
Yes.
culture.
Yeah.
The just culture
Absolutely.
basically is if I commit a fuck up right now, I'm supposed to report it. It's the right thing to do.
As you should.
It's for me to report it, and people should learn from my mistake. They do a root cause analysis,
Yeah.
So
and they go, "Hey, this is how you prevent this from happening."
I feel like oftentimes we change policy and practice rather than educating people.
Man, I love you.
As we
I'll
should
tell you what, you
not
always-
change
you're beautiful.
policy and practice. We should just fucking educate people.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
I did work at a hospital that went like 11 or 12 years without ever having a central line infection.
that's
You know
pretty good.
why?
Why is that?
Because they were very serious about educating all their staff.
Yes, as they should be.
What?
As they should be. Yeah, as
Yeah.
they should be. And that's the whole thing. Not everybody gets to do the job.
No.
Not everybody gets to do the job. Now, this lady should have been, she fucked up. She fucked up big time. And we're not gonna kick that dead horse as much as we can. But here's the thing: like, if you fuck up at work and you know that you could possibly go to prison, like, there's a lot of shit that you
wouldn't say.
wouldn't say. Like, and then the just culture is gone,
Yeah.
Well,
and
just
that
wait.
affects patient safety.
Yeah.
How do you think that this lady got to the point where she did
But
what she
patient
did?
safety is better now than it is on a transport.
Well, it should be the same. It should be the same.
Okay.
It should be the same. But there's decisions you can make in the hospital you can't
I'm
make
just
in our
fucking
unit.
with
No, I know. I'm just defending myself. So, but here's the thing: can you right now, with this the way things are, feel safe to report a mistake?
Allegedly, where I work, I would say yes because it's a different mindset.
Yeah.
However,
How would
As
they
a
find your
nurse-
mistake if they do through quality assurance?
yes, but it's not 100%. So
yeah, you can't find mistakes if somebody wants to hide them, I think.
right,
Yeah, absolutely. You
that
write
is absolutely
you can
true.
write the report right.
Exactly.
As long
You're
as we all tell the story,
Yeah.
just right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, basic. Yeah,
It's a
basic.
great movie.
If you tell the story just right, we're
If
gonna
you
be
tell the
okay.
story
Yeah.
right, it's gonna be fine.
Right.
There was a guy named Chip Williams that worked at the City of Orlando Fire Department. He was he did all our investigations and stuff like that, like internal affairs guy, arson and bomb
Like
guy.
medical or
No, arson
anything?
and bomb guy. Like if
Okay.
you got in trouble and they did all the bombs and shit, and then they did the internal affairs stuff. They were police officers and firefighters. And Chip would say one thing: if everybody that he interviewed said the exact same story,
It was bullshit.
it's a fucking lie.
Because they rehearsed it.
Not because he basically said it this way. He goes, the vantage point for everybody should be a little bit different.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes,
Yeah.
if they're exactly the same, how did everybody see it just the way he was?
So there is always
Yeah.
there are, if only 2 people are involved, there are 3 sides to that story.
Oh yeah. That
if there
person,
are 4
the other
people
person,
involved, there are
and
5 sides.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
Not if
always
you kill 2.
there's always
What?
Oh my god!
there goes Braylon.
I think that's the third time he's
yeah.
talked about killings.
Yeah, we don't want to dig holes in his backyard. You know what I mean? Literally digging holes in his backyard. But yeah, you're right, baby. Like the reality is that there's a lot of like what the person perceives and what the truth really is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my
Like,
ex-wife is just like that.
yeah, allegedly. Allegedly.
Mm.
So what does all these things have to do? So like the lady, for example, she gave a medication to a person not being on a monitor. The person was being sedated and not being monitored.
Were they not on a monitor or were they on an MRI monitor?
They were not monitored
At all?
Period.
Oh.
And the place that she worked at, which is a big name in her medicine, I'm gonna say it.
Vanderbilt.
It's a big,
like it's all over the news.
It's huge.
You're not hiding
huge name.
anything.
It's a common thing for them to just not monitor the patient.
Are you fucking
when they're
kidding
in
me?
the MRI. You know why? Because MRI monitors are special.
Well,
They
and
are
they're kind of
special.
shitty.
Yeah, they're special MRI monitors. They're
Somebody
Do they
needs
not
to
have
figure
enough?
out how to make those
they
better.
didn't have enough. So one was being used or was out of service, and they were commonly would sedate people in an MRI machine without
can't do
fucking
that.
monitoring them. Like, let me
that's-
tell you this, and
that's-
because we're an
what-
education company, hold on a second. We're an education company. We have to say this: if you provide conscious sedation, you need to monitor EKG, pulse ox,
like,
blood
there's
pressure,
no fucking way I would do that.
and the most entitled vital sign, entitled CO2. You have to do that. Jason,
Yeah.
what's your question?
It's more of a comment. Like I don't know what you guys are talking about as far as the monitor goes. However, there have got to be cords long enough. There have got to be devices that you can make
the
it.
magnets fuck it
like-
all up.
The
No.
magnet fucks it up.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But it can be long enough to go like plug. You can't tell me
Well,
that
I've
they're
never
in
seen
that
that.
room.
They
I'm not
have
saying that
monitors
it's-
that are special to be in there. And they
Like you
Yeah.
do have to have special cords, and
Yeah.
whether there are special cords that are long enough to go from the patient to outside to hook up to a monitor, who the fuck knows?
Okay.
There are
Cat
Jason will
Pornography.
find one.
Catnography.
There are-
What metal is involved in that?
no, it's not so much the capnography itself. It's
Well, I mean, you would know if they stop breathing,
but
right?
they have a monitor that goes in there. The whole point is that there's monitoring equipment that you can put in
Okay.
there.
It's just not
This
very
patient, this patient
It's not good.
was not on any.
which
Yeah.
is bullshit.
And
Right.
and you know what? She was taught that. So it was
That's even more fucked up.
so here's what everything that we've talked about tonight has in common.
So
Justification.
is it her fault?
It's just culture.
Justification of deviant behavior.
Yeah.
Everything
Fuck
we've
all
talked
that
about now tonight is that at some point we justified it, that it was okay to do it to complete the mission.
I worked somewhere the other day where it was justification of deviance to not do something that I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it happens every day in our industry, and people
Right.
have to look out for these things. These are things that we made. There are wrong things to do that we've made okay to complete the mission.
Right.
If we don't have enough people, we got a mandatory people. You got to hire more motherfucking people,
Yes.
right? You got to have
Yeah.
more people. You got to
Yeah.
have more people.
How about if
You
you,
have
run
to-
out of ambulances daily, you need to add more ambulances.
Or you make the protocols more open to not have to transport everything that gets transported.
Yeah. I'm on board with that. because
No, that's the
there-
truth.
there are
Everybody
so
should
many
be on board on
calls.
this.
There have been
Everybody should
so
be on
many
board with this.
calls that are bullshit that don't need to be transported. Call a fucking Uber.
Yeah.
Sir,
Seriously.
you-
like,
you are
It's
correct.
listen,
ridiculous.
You say no.
I
Yeah,
got
like, exactly.
Can
Somebody
we say no?
why can't we? Why
Well,
isn't there a
And it's
stand
easier to
by the
write.
medical director?
It
I
is
got
easier as a medical director to write a protocol that says you will take them than it is to write a protocol. It takes giant fucking balls.
Yeah.
you have
To
to
write a
have-
protocol that says, "Hey, I trust my guys to make the right assessment."
Well, that's because you have to have training and education and all
Absolutely.
of that shit that goes along with it.
Absolutely.
But like all the time, I get patients that I'm like, they called for this and you had to bring them.
yeah,
Like somebody that vomited once.
yeah.
Yes.
But you
like
ain't.
I give a flying fuck.
You
I
know,
will tell you allegedly,
Uber
Yeah.
can take those
Yesterday.
people.
I probably put 5 people out in triage.
Yeah.
Because they did not need to go by ambulance.
No,
to the hospital.
they don't need to be at the hospital.
It wasn't my
period.
call. It wasn't my call. However, the hospital was fucking busy. Like every room was full.
I can tell you that I do work for a wonderful man, and I will say his name right now. When I do work on the fire department, a man by the name of Dr. Todd Husky.
Yes.
And let me tell you what's great about that gentleman. That gentleman talks to every medic that works underneath him.
I wish we could have him.
And he fucking physically, you physically see the man.
Yeah. Right.
And Todd Husky, Dr. Todd Husky.
Yeah.
You physically see the man, and the man is an innovator. And let me tell you why he's an innovator. Because he is the only person that trusts the guy that you. Now, is it easy to be released as a paramedic in that county? Fuck no, it is not.
As it shouldn't
no, it
be
is
at
not.
any fucking county.
Not everybody gets to be a paramedic in that county.
Not everybody should be a paramedic at any county.
And however, when he fucking lets you, when he gives you, when you get, let me tell you what, I was a medic 20 some odd years.
I love you, Miles.
20 fucking years. And then the day I got released over there, like I had to get precepted. I felt great. I felt like I'm
You had to get re-precepted?
I had to get precepted.
Yeah.
Because
he wasn't in that
I thought you said re-precepted.
Oh, I may have said that, but I said it wrong.
Yeah. Well,
Got
I mean, you were new to the system.
Yeah.
So
So basically, listen, I felt amazing that this man trusted me, that system trusted me to provide care on my own. Like that was great. And you know, like that man trusts the guys. And there's times that we go to calls and we provide a great service, a full assessment. You do a full assessment, you do all kinds of stuff, and then you're able to tell the person, here is your choices. Allegedly, baby. You don't want to say that I'm there. Shit. You know? So you able I will give you some milk later. You'll get it from the tap.
Milk
straight
from the tap.
So
milk and cookies.
Yeah. So but you're able to give people their choices.
Yeah.
Here's your choices. We can take you to the hospital. This is not a hospital thing. You can call your doctor. You know,
I feel like community paramedicine
everything.
comes
Yeah,
into that
it does.
somewhere.
It does have a lot to do with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
we're overloading the system.
Yes.
We're overloading the system.
Yes.
We have to have some base of triage that says like, hey, we don't have to transport everybody you run to.
Right.
Is that where
You
the
don't
circle
have to
comes
do.
around?
What's that?
Is that where the circle comes around?
I brought the circle back a little bit ago. It's just in case of DVB.
I thought
Go ahead
we
and give
were
it
gonna
2
do it
minutes. 2 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Put you on a penalty for not paying attention. and but we bring people the care that they need. Doesn't mean that they have to go to the hospital every time.
Correct.
That's 100%.
Yeah. What one thing that we probably should put on the transports is warm bed warmers, so we can just give them a warm blanket because
Fuck yeah.
that helps them a lot.
I know.
Warm blanket, care, attention, but that's where the community paramedicine comes in.
I had a guy named that I work with, Brian Davis. Awesome dude. Also known as Brian Post. He changed his name to Brian Davis as a grown adult. It's a different subject. He's awesome.
What?
And he had the greatest theory. The theory was that any call after 10 o'clock at night, somebody's calling you because they can't sleep. Braylon, am I right or wrong?
Absolutely. Back pain 20 years. They're calling right then.
Yeah, they've had this problem for months.
Yeah.
But today they can't sleep. So they're calling you. That's the funniest shit. Like
Calling 911.
calling 911 because my taint hurts.
You know what? They'll take me to work.
It's my taint. My
Right
taint
to the
works.
campus that I gotta go to.
Yeah, my taint hurts,
Thanks, boys.
and I gotta go to the hospital. God, good Lord, my taint hurts. I gotta go to the hospital. What you got, Braylon?
Oh, I mean, sometimes, at 53, nothing, it's a bad area. And I had to work with my people there. There's one lady who had kidney stones. She would call at 2 a.m.
Yes.
And finally, I was like, sweetheart, I love you. If you're in pain at 7, you're not going to make it till 2. Call me at 7:30. I'll be done eating.
Yeah.
I'll come pick you up. I will pick you up, take you to the hospital. You will sleep. I will eat. We'll be good. And she did that. It was great.
Yeah.
And for like 2 months until it passed.
Oh my God. So listen, like I said, Jason's giving me the music that we got to leave. So hey, birthday buddy, you got anything? You're being very quiet today.
Well, you're talking about stuff that's way outside of my wheelhouse. I don't transport. I don't do that stuff.
You have great boobies today, though. Show the people the
Thank
boobies. Let them see it. There it is, right there.
Uh,
The one thing we do have here is ass and titties, because people can be taught how to type. You can't teach them how to go to ass and titties.
And I can type fast.
Yes, you're great.
And I wear shorts every day just to piss people off.
Hey, what are the rules
Hey.
around here?
So,
On Friday.
Ass and titties.
ass and titty.
By the way, that is
Ass
when we do have money around here, which we don't have any of that right now. But when we do have some money, we're getting a Kentucky Derby horse.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I'm calling that thing?
Ass and titties.
Ass and titties.
oh
Did
yeah.
you just call it a TNA?
No, it's ass and titties.
I mean, come on, just TNA.
I'm gonna get some TNA later. Ass and titties is the name of the horse.
ass and titty.
As a
Ass
CEO
and
of a company, I should have the right to name the horse what the fuck I want.
That's true.
Ass and titties. You don't want to name the horse ass and titties?
I think TNA is funny.
Oh, I don't know where you're going with that, but good talk. What you got there, Jason?
So the guy that had the
Firework in
mortar,
his
the
chest.
firework. in
Oh
his
yeah,
chest.
Yeah.
currently when
No,
we're
no, I
closing,
wanna
I
know.
thought you were already
I wanna know.
music.
Did he die?
when we're closing, like
Did his
Dr. Abbo
family
doesn't.
decide to resuscitate him at the last moment?
Dr. Abbo does not want you to talk about this case
Okay.
past the amount of time.
Gotcha.
The man's made a
Gotcha.
rule, and he is handsome, and he
Gotcha.
stands.
All right. Well, Miles has a little comment here.
Oh, I
We'll
love
go
the
ahead.
melees.
Yeah.
He is from Memphis, and he's probably wanted by the law over there.
I love
Oh,
Miles.
Yeah,
I'm
go
sure he
ahead.
probably is.
Yeah.
I had a call one time where I had been to the same area 4 times for 10 homes. The 5 trip, I got on the PA and said I was, I guess the 5th trip,
Yeah.
I got on the PA and said I was not coming back. So if you want to go to the hospital,
Go
come
on,
on,
get in.
get out now.
Go on,
Yeah.
get in. Yeah.
You know what?
He
That
got a
is-
second patient.
That is that is exactly what needs to happen in some areas of allegedly,
allegedly.
Lake County.
No,
Yes.
I
There
feel like it's
needs to be.
everywhere in the U.S.
Well, I mean, I don't work everywhere in the U.S., but where I do work,
Allegedly.
allegedly,
Yes.
there could
Listen,
be a
I
bus.
yeah.
There could be a bus that pulls up to a certain place,
You know what I feel
and
like?
people just get on it and go to
You
the
know-
hospital.
No, fuck all that noise. You have a community paramedic that goes out and sees them.
Well,
So none of those fuckers go to the hospital.
this particular thing wouldn't work for that. It wouldn't. But that's all I got.
Go ahead. Brayley, what you got, man?
A bunch of things. First of my ADD is killing me. Right above your head,
Yes.
it says the word knob. I've been staring at the entire time. It's driving me insane.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's,
hey, knob.
Do you want to
Carlos,
turn it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You touch it.
Too
Touch
many
one
people.
knob.
Touch it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the score up there, baby?
Oh, now I forgot. Forgot what you were talking about.
Huh?
Which game is this?
Should be the Rangers. The Rangers.
Yeah,
Hang
which
on.
number?
You forgot what you're talking about.
It's
And
game
go.
six.
Because
Game
this is your
six.
time to shine. This is it.
This is the last game.
Three.
then, huh?
3,
Unless we
2.
win.
So we're not talking about the
We're not
murder of
winning
the
all
chest.
No.
No more
What?
No,
blood
we're
to
not.
the
No,
J
I
decimal.
never.
No,
I
we're not allowed
never
to talk
can
about the
finish. I never can finish.
Yeah, you cannot.
Never.
We're not. We're not.
The
discussing
people-
that.
You
Say
can't
that.
really finish.
The case was
Well,
put
no,
on
I can
pause
finish.
by a
Like,
doctor.
Give me like 3.
That man's
minutes.
a medical doctor. He's a medical doctor.
We're
Put it on
talking about
pause.
a different
Okay.
subject. Finish
Okay.
it.
All right, baby, what you got?
That you should be nice to people and respect their wishes
We
and
should-
change rules.
Yeah, but rules are changing. You know, it's
They're not
interesting that
changing.
you were. Did you
They're not changing fast enough.
do you vote?
Yeah.
Did you vote last election?
Yeah,
Oh, girl, I'm pretty proud of you. I love you.
I thought you said last. I thought you were gonna say last week. I was like, fuck,
No,
I
no.
missed a vote last
Yeah,
week.
no, like so Trish was a non-voter before we started moving in together.
That's true. I didn't vote.
But yeah, and then we, she has a lot of opinions. I go, whoa, it's a lot of opinions from
I
non-voter. I
actually
don't
even-
listen to non-voters.
I actually even looked up how to be on the Florida Board of Nursing.
You should.
I am gonna try.
Yep, I'm sure you will.
They won't accept me.
You're very
because
beautiful. They should let
I
you
may
in there.
be a tad too opinionated, and I think all those people
It's well, they only have so much time in the meeting.
not
So
have as much common sense as they think. They
I think you're amazing. You're so beautiful.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you.
Hey, as thank you for listening to us. The Rotor Turns. Just a couple things like there's a lot of wrong things that people justify to do, you know, and don't do those. Try to be better than us. You know, try to be better than us that have been doing this. They have beat our fucking brains into submission. That like, have ruined marriages and have ruined lives, and have missed time with our kids, and have done all those things that we've done for the job, right? So like, try to be better than us. Try not to end up fucking crashed on a field because you shouldn't have been on that flight. Try to make the best fucking decisions possible, and hey. Anything I said today offended you? Well, I told you at the beginning to, turn this fucking shit off. So see you later. Bye.